And we do have an update on that. Let's go live to the other room where Lucas is standing by with this update. Go ahead, Lucas. Yep,
that was a scratch, a record scratch, and that is exactly what happened. Carlos Correa has been scratched from tonight's ball game. That is a bruised left heel. It's his first missed start in over 5 weeks.
Wait. Bruised left heel, or was this an ankle issue? The heel is near the ankle, isn't it?
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that on his failed physical foot?
I don't.
The triple F?
Which foot, Lucas? Which foot?
The left.
And which one was the physical fail? We don't know, do we?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look that up. I don't know which ankle it was. I don't know. But, all right, there it is. Carlos Correa is out. But it's not even about that. Check these two quotes down. Did you see that Correa essentially has blamed his slow start on the free agency process?
And I don't think that he's wrong.
Okay, I'm not saying he's wrong.
And he says it cost him a month of prep time. A month.
I'm trying to find my stride with my swing. That's what happens when you spend a whole month going to physicals and not training and not hitting and not doing anything. I felt the whole spring training process, I was set back a little bit. That's one quote yesterday.
And I'll buy it. And Correa, by the way, right ankle for the failed physical.
Okay.
This was the left heel, which a lot of times it becomes, and I have my wallet out, an overcompensation sensation.
It could be that.
I've got a right Achilles issue based on my bad left knee, Mark.
He did say...
Thank you. Cash me out one time.
I will say, the overarching view yesterday, Correa was very complimentary of the Giants, expressed no issues from the players or the staff. He said, I thought the offer was unbelievable. It was a market value offer at least. So, he had nothing but good things to say about the Giants, but said with regard to the ankle, he's like, I'm still shocked to this day. I've never had a problem with it since I got to the bigs. But the Giants and Mets, who did talk to the same doctor, it flagged. But here was the one that got me. This got me. Remember, the Correa contract was 13 years. And he says yesterday, and why wouldn't you? Oh, it worked out the way it should, and I'm happy where I am.
Right.
Everybody's always going to say that. I love the fact that I lost $135 million. Okay, Carlos. But you know what he said that I thought was interesting? He goes, I don't even know if I want to play 13 more years. Quote, I don't have a contract holding me down for a long period.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a 6-year deal.
Correct. It's got some options for and incentives and could be longer. But I don't have a contract holding me down for a long period. Add that in with the arrival of Casey Schmidt, and let's just say what it is. If Carlos is here, Casey isn't. Period.
Casey was Schmidtless yesterday.
Thank you. Thank you.
The puns just won't stop. They're here all year.
To the R, TikTok.
Thank you.
You don't stop.
Right.
J.D. Davis is having a fantastic year over at third base. Your third baseman was going to be Brandon Crawford. That's a fact. Your shortstop was going to be Carlos Correa, and your third baseman was going to be Brandon Crawford. Crawford's hitting $160.
65.
Correa is barely above Mendoza.
213.
Schmidt has come in and totally captured the audience.
Schmidtless yesterday.
And J.D. Davis has been the most consistent offensive threat for the team all year.
Big tank yesterday.
No, I mean,
he's your 3-hitter.
And he had a tank the day before in the final home game, a huge one. So let's just put it out there. Are y'all glad this fell through? I mean, it's only been 2 months, not even. But add all that up. Carlos, I don't even know if I want to play 13 years. 213 batting average, got scratched just now. Brandon Crawford struggling. J.D. Davis is the middle of the order performer. Casey Schmidt is a new fan favorite. Schmidt and Davis are not there if Carlos Correa is on the team. So fact, Jack.
Davis is probably there as a DH bench player, but not this J.D. Davis.
Not
You're right.
Third and
Correa's played in 44 of 48. He's hit 213 day in and day out.
Yeah,
Mark.
and this whole
he's a mainstay.
My spring training got knocked off a bit. Well, if you needed an extra month, what have you been doing for the last 2? You don't have it right now?
3-game hitting streak.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just dealing in facts.
I'll fall on the sword.
I'm just keeping it real.
I'll fall on the sword. I came in here that day. I was one of the most angry people in this entire city.
I was off that day, and I was listening to you and Krug. You were hot. I've never heard you. You use terms I've never heard before. You called him gutless.
Did I?
Something like gutless.
I called him risk averse.
It was beyond that. I think you called Farhan a coward.
No, I didn't.
I think you went.
No, I didn't. No, but
You're not cooler if you did.
I was very frustrated.
You were mad.
I was very frustrated.
You were hot.
And I believed that the Giants this offseason needed to make a financial splash, and they tried, and then the okie doke happened. And whether they had a good reason or not, as a fan, there was an emotional response. And maybe this is being equally as stupid in the other direction, because Casey's only been here for 2 weeks. So should we really get that excited about Casey? But I'm here, and I'll sit in this chair and tell you that a short 4 months later, I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad the Giants don't have Carlos Correa for 13 years.
And it's helped by the fact that J.D. Davis has been a monster, and the fact that Casey Schmidt has now come up and looked like the player that you all dreamed about, that we all dreamed about, and makes you think, like, can we give Brandon Crawford multiple days off? Because as much as the glove is still above average, the bat is, good God, it's bad. Brandon Crawford's an automatic out.
Yeah, he's struggling. He's
1 for 4 yesterday, and the average soared to 165. Correa, by the way, has gotten a hit in 7 of the last 9. So let's not throw dirt on his season just yet.
And he's still hitting 213.
Right.
He's still hitting 213. He's been bad. He's been bad. There's no two ways about that.
He was hitting 200 at the start of the month.
Yeah, he's been bad. He has not been good, but that doesn't matter. Carlos Correa is a great player. It's not about that. But if you're going to tell me that now a 13-year deal is some sort of like drag around your neck and Casey Schmidt is blocked, forget about Luciano for that matter, who also plays on the left side of the infield. What are we doing here? Did this end up better or not? I say yeah.
So far, yeah.